Technology is very weird. If you look closely how these companies work, you realize they try to own every little thing, and I really do mean everything. It isn't just big innovations. They try to own the way a menu slides out, the specific curve of corner, or even the little bounce you see when you scroll to bottom of the page. We usually think our devices work this way because it's the best way to build them. But that's not the always true. A lot of the time, your phone works a certain way because the best way was already owned by someone else. It means engineers are often forced to build the second best version of the product just to stay out of the legal trouble. It's a strange, invisible world where a single click can become a weapon and a rounded corner can start $1 billion war. It sounds like a joke, but it's real. And once you start seeing these legal walls, you can't unsee them. You start to realize that some of the most famous features in tech history were not actually designed for you. It was designed to dodge a bullet from Apple or some big shot tech company. A famous example that almost everyone saw in the early days of the internet was Amazon's one-click checkout. Back in the late 90s, Amazon patented the idea of saving a customer's credit card and shipping the info so they could buy something with a single click. Today that feels like a basic part of the internet, like electricity or water. But at the same time, it was a massive legal wall. When another bookstore tried to use their own version of quick checkout, Amazon sued them and stopped them from using it right before the holiday shopping season. It forced other companies to add extra steps, confirmations, are you sure, are you human, screens sort of, and extra clicks, not because they thought it was better for the user, but because they literally were not allowed to make it easier. Even Apple decided it was easier to just pay Amazon to use one-click patent for the iTunes store rather than trying to find different solution. Until now, if you try to download or purchase anything from App Store, you can see this double-click option where you press power button 2 times and it asks for your Face ID. That's sort of the way Amazon one-click used to work. And for nearly 20 years, online shopping was slowed down by a single patent until it finally ends in 2017. This kind of invisible friction shows up in the hardware we touch every day too. If you used an early iPhone and then switched to an early Android phone, you might have noticed the big difference in how lists worked. On the iPhone, when you reached the bottom of the list or web page, the screen would rubber band. It would stretch a little bit, show a gray background, and then snap back. It made the device feel more natural and responsive. Apple patented that scroll back movement and protected it. For years, Samsung and other manufacturers had to use different and often worse alternatives. Some phones would rather stop suddenly, while others showed a blue glowing line that feels stiff. At that time, Samsung could easily program a bounce. They just legally couldn't use that bounce. The same thing happened with slide to unlock. In 2007, the simple sliding gesture solved the problem of accidental pocket dialing.
Relax. It's a butt dial.
In the way that felt natural. But because Apple patented that specific interaction, the rest of industry had to experiment with awkward alternatives. Some phones used circles, others used patterns, and some used strange puzzles. Eventually, fingerprints and face unlock replaced it. But for years, the way you unlocked your phone was determined by what a legal department considered different enough. Sometimes patents even changed the physical shape of devices. For years, many Android had a noticeable chin, a thicker border at the bottom of the screen, while iPhones have even borders or bezels. The reason was technical. The easiest way to connect a display is from the bottom. Apple solved this by folding a flexible display panel underneath itself to hide the connectors. For years, competitors either had to pay Apple or design around it with more expensive engineering solutions. So when you see one phone look cleaner than another, sometimes it's not design, it's patents. This creates a strange reality where innovation means finding a way around something. Engineers aren't always asking, how do we make this great? They're asking, how do we make this great without breaking X, Y, or Z? This is why we saw things like a typo keyboard for iPhone, a physical keyboard accessory that looked almost identical to BlackBerry. BlackBerry immediately sued and the product was pulled from the market. Interestingly, this also explains why modern tech feels much more similar today than it did 10 years ago. Patents expire. When Amazon's one-click checkout patent ended in 2017, suddenly every website had a buy now button. This moment the legal wall disappeared. The obvious solutions spread everywhere. The same thing has slowly been happening across the tech industry. Early smartphone patents are expiring and companies increasingly sharing access instead of fighting endless lawsuits. But sometimes the delay becomes painfully obvious. Take window snapping. Windows user had it for over a decade. Drag a window to the edge and it instantly locks into place so you can work side by side. It's one of those features that becomes essential when you use it. And yet Mac users only got a proper version of it in 2024. Not because Apple couldn't build it, but because in technology, the best idea doesn't always win first. Sometimes it has to wait until the lawyer moves out of the way. There is also a category called designs patent, which covers how something look. This was the core of the famous Apple versus Samsung lawsuit. The case involved things like the rounded rectangle shape of a phone, the curved corners, and the grid of colorful icons on black screen. It sounds like a joke when you say it out loud, but the case changed how every company's approached product design. For a while, companies experimented with strange shapes, pebble-like phones, sharp edges, and unusual designs just to avoid looks similar and dodge the Apple's patent. When we talk about tech history, we often imagine brilliant inventors building revolutionary products in garages. But the real world is more like a massive strategic game where one wrong move can cost millions. Companies move forward carefully, constantly checking where they can step and where cannot. And when you notice a strange design decision, like a menu needing 2 clicks instead of one, there's a chance you are seeing a legal workaround. An engineer had to find another path because the best one was blocked. This raises an important question. How much faster would technology evolve if these legal barriers did not exist? Patents are supposed to be reward innovation, but when patent lock down simple interactions like scrolling or clicking button, they can also slow progress. Instead of improving products, engineers spend time redesigning things just to make them legally different. Now we are entering another patent race. Companies are filing thousands of patents around foldable displays, smart glasses, holographic interfaces, and new gesture systems. We are currently in the messy middle of a new technology cycle, which means we'll probably see a lot of strange designs in the next few years. Not because designers are bad, but because the simplest solution might already be patented by some company that hasn't even released the product yet. So in the end, the devices we use are a balance between what is possible and what is legal. The best time to see a weird quirk in your phone or a strange design choice, it might not be a mistake. It might be a clever and very expensive way to avoid a lawsuit. Our technology reflects not just our creativity, but also invisible legal lines drawn around it. And most of the time, we don't even notice those lines until someone tries to cross them. And speaking of crossing lines, sometimes we cross them just to go back to the classic. If you want to see how the physical keypad is making a comeback with gadgets like Clicks Communicator, check out my deep dive on that right here. If you enjoyed this video, hit subscribe and I'll see you on the other side. Bye bye.